Welcome to Diane's World. Today I am going to show you how to make pizza. We need some flour, some sugar, yeast, some salt, some oil. So we will start by getting some water and adding sugar to it. Mix it and then add your yeast. Mix this as well, and after a few minutes you should see bubbles at the top. This means that your yeast is active and you can go ahead and use it. I am using dry yeast here, and you should check the packaging just before to make sure that it has not expired. If it has expired, then most likely it will not have those bubbles. Next, add salt to the flour and then mix it with your fingers. Next, add the oil, and then finally add the yeast mixture. Mix it all together. You will notice that it will eventually stop sticking to your hand and it is forming a really nice ball. At this point, I like to transfer it onto the counter so that I can knead it better. I usually knead for about 8 to 10 minutes continuously. And what I like to do is the heart method, which is rolling the dough with both your hands in opposite directions. It forms a heart. 10 minutes may seem like a long time, but this step is really important if you want to have that stretchy, nice dough. Once the time is up, you want to check that it is ready, and we do this by pressing the dough, and if it springs back up, then you know that it is ready. That looks perfect. So now we are just going to fold the dough under itself like I am doing here, and then we are going to put it away while we make our toppings. Just look at that beautiful stretch. That's what we need, that's what we're looking for. So first you want to grease your bowl before you cover it. This will prevent the dough from sticking to the sides of the bowl as it rises. We will leave the dough to rise for about an hour or more if you have time. To make the sauce for this particular recipe, I use tomato puree. I also use half a cube of Knorr, the beef, and some spices, some paprika, oregano, and salt. You will start to notice that I use these spices for a lot of my dishes. I just like them. Go ahead and pour the puree in the pan, followed by the spices. Stir it continuously for at least 5 minutes on medium heat. And then you want to pour the sauce into a bowl to cool down. I will be making 2 types of pizzas. One half of the pizza will be spinach and mushrooms, and the other half will be pepperoni. For the spinach and mushroom part, we are going to cook those ingredients because it will just have so much more flavor than if you just tossed it on top of the pizza raw. So first you want to chop up those mushrooms. To a pan, just add some butter, add the mushrooms, and then a pinch of salt. The mushrooms should look like this when they are cooked. For the spinach, we are just going to wash them and then crush half a garlic clove, and this is all we're going to use. So to a pan, add a little bit of oil and then add the garlic, and go ahead and add the spinach and then stir. We can take the spinach out when it looks cooked. And now it's time to prepare the dough for the toppings. As you can see, the dough has risen to about twice its size, which is perfect for this recipe. So gently take it out without pressing it too much. So what I do at this point is I like to shape the dough, and so I fold it into itself to create a round shape that we can work with. So I stretch the dough by allowing the weight of the dough to do the stretching. This way I don't get rid of all the air pockets inside. Transfer the dough onto a non-stick pan and start to spread it out from the center. I am not actually pressing it hard downwards, I am just spreading it to the side. I'm just pushing the dough outwards to the side. So since I am making two pizzas, I will be putting some toppings to one half and other toppings to the other half. But the tomato base will go on the entire pizza. So here we have our pepperoni, our spinach, tomato sauce, cheese, two types of cheese, and mushrooms. The first layer is the tomato sauce. Remember to make sure that all your toppings are actually cool before applying to the pizza dough. I don't recommend adding too much sauce. I just apply about 3 or 4 spoons of it, depending on the type of sauce and how much water is inside the sauce. And the cheese goes on top of the sauce. I will be using mozzarella all around the pizza, but I will be applying the other type of cheese to only one half of the pizza with the pepperoni. You can use any type of cheese that you find appetizing, of course, but I like mozzarella on my pizzas for sure. You also want to apply it evenly. This is how I like to do it. I find that it distributes much better this way. Next, add the pepperoni to one half of the pizza. And then add the spinach and mushrooms to the other half. Next, I like to brush a little bit of oil to the edges of the pizza. This usually gives it a really nice golden color when it comes out of the oven. And now our pizza is ready for the oven. Put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. When it comes out, it is going to look like heaven. Just look at that. It is still sizzling. It smells so delicious. And so I've cut the pizza and I'm going to show you how nice and beautiful it is. Oh, so good. Look at that. This is a really great pizza dough. It cooks so well at the bottom as well. Look at that. And that's how you make your homemade pizza. It is totally worth the time. Trust me, it is delicious and it is so filling. I like to cook this when I have busy days ahead, and you can store it in the fridge and eat it later. Perfect. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a long tutorial, but this is a really good recipe and I hope you do try it. If you try it, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and hit the bell so you can receive notifications when I upload new videos. Thank you and see you next time.